Sex is like a magical thing when both partners are satisfied. Earlier this year, my partner was reaching climax faster and faster. So we talked about it, and him being the beautiful person that he is, we started looking for different treatment options. That's when we came across Hims. Hims offers access to a range of different treatment options for early climax, which can help you last up to 5 times longer.
You notice how these stupid commercials always have somebody speaking with zero knowledge or information. They just give you a problem and some very superficial solution. Your vitality is not something you just put a band-aid over whenever there's a problem. You cannot just fix it with one imaginary pill. There's a slew of reasons why a man could be having some type of dysfunction in his performance. It's not always the same diagnosis for each man. So when you see these commercials, it's just very obvious. They're only trying to get you to buy something that is gonna just, appeal to somebody with no interest in really tackling the root of the problem.
I'm telling y'all, the process was so simple and it was all online. Just visit the HIMS website and fill out your intake form. A licensed medical provider will review your information and recommend a treatment plan based on your needs. If prescribed, they ship right to your door in discreet packaging. Don't wait, try HIMS today.
Here's one thing you should never ever forget. Doctors don't get paid to cure you. They get paid to treat you. Two different things, right? They get paid to diagnose you with a problem, and they, of course, will have some type of pharmaceutical solution, and they write you a prescription, and the doctor gets paid every single time he writes a prescription and you go and purchase that prescription, right? This is about money. They don't give a damn about you. Here's the thing, right? Um, Vitality is a lifestyle. I've been preaching this for a while now. Vitality is a lifestyle. Yes, there's many reasons why a man could have performance issues. We all know that it can be mental, it can be physical, right? So, if it's mental, this is attached to your lifestyle. If it's physical, it's attached to your lifestyle. So if you're stressed out, if you have performance anxiety, you're overthinking, you're unsure about yourself, you're not confident, you're not getting enough sleep, your mind's somewhere else, you got some fucked up shit happening in your life, this can cause a temporary dysfunctional experience. So the answer to that is get your affairs in order. Meditate, pray, fix your fucking problems, address the problems you have, get through them. Take, do what you need to do to relax and calm your nerves, okay? Um, if it's physical, right? Let me go back. Mental. If you have performance anxiety, you're not confident. This is where um, it, this is where the topical application comes into play, right? We created a couple of things with Sword Vitality. We created something called the topical cacao, and we also created something called the sharpening oil, the sword sharpening oil. This is where you use the ancient Chinese technique of sharpening the sword, where this is essentially like edging. Some of you might be familiar with edging, where it's a 300 stroke method and you do not release or climax. You control your release, okay? You practice controlling your release. When you just simply use the cacao application daily, this is a form of controlled release because your body's becoming familiar with stimulation without the climax. So, this will eliminate performance anxiety because it's based off of your mind overthinking if you're going to be able to perform to the degree you want. Are you going to be able to please her? Are you going to last beyond 5 minutes? Etc. Etc. So, performance anxiety is really something that's the least of the dysfunctional issues. Now, If it's physical, you have a physical problem, nerve damage, tissue damage, or you just have a blood flow issue. This comes down to diet, okay? Um, you could have diabetes, high blood pressure, but if you don't have diabetes or high blood pressure, this can still happen to you. And how do you fix that? Well, you have to see how much processed meat are you eating throughout the week. How much of a high acidic diet do you have? Do you drink fruit at all? You should be blending fruit every day. Do you drink carrot juice and greens? You should have greens incorporated in your diet every day. Make your own green smoothie with carrot juice. Do you drink enough water? Do you eat enough oatmeal to build up sperm? Do you take any multivitamins? Do you take zinc? Zinc is essential for men. You gotta have zinc, you gotta have magnesium, you gotta have selenium. Do you take these things? Let alone, do you take supplements? Do you take ashwagandha and shilajit and horny goat weed and yohimbe? Get you a nice arsenal of herbal supplements to take daily. Get your essentials. Get your zincs, your magnesiums, your seleniums, your D3s, your B12s. Load up on all the things that are the building blocks for your vitality. If this is not inside your daily diet, if this is not a part of your daily diet, there lies the issue. Your diet has to be clean. Do not load up on cheap ass McDonald's food, cheap ass Pizza Hut. Stay away from a bunch of coffee. Coffee can really fuck up your blood flow to where you need it most. It's only good occasionally. If you're a daily coffee drinker, it has an opposite effect. Coffee can work for you in that way if it's occasional. But coffee will totally work against you if you're an everyday coffee drinker, okay? So you have to really check your diet. Do you drink ginger? Do you eat ginger? Right? Um, you just have to be conscious of what is conducive to your vital support as a man. Now, the aphrodisiacs that we import and we sell, um, these serve as a blood cleanser, and it's definitely going to bring serious blood flow to where you want it most. Um, these things are designed as premium aphrodisiacs. An aphrodisiac is not just about sexual performance, it's about overall vital health. That's why aphrodisiacs are versatile. The plant is intelligent. The plant knows which body it's being consumed by. The plant acts accordingly. So these aphrodisiacs, this warhorse, actually works the same way for women. So if you have a female and you want to give her one of these shots while you take one, you both can take the shot. She will feel the effects the same way you will, but of course, two different bodies, it'll work in two different ways. So aphrodisiacs are really it's a category of plants that we don't really know too much about in America, because we just are told the basics. We only know about the basics. We only see the basics in our grocery stores. And we don't even realize how many things are aphrodisiacs around us. They sell a lot of aphrodisiacs in your common stores. They're just not going to work the way that these work because these are aphrodisiacs that are of a different degree. Everything has degrees in effectiveness. So the aphrodisiacs you can get at the store, the L-citrulines, L-arginines, the skull caps, the passion flower, the horny goat weeds, these things, a lot of them are gimmick products because it's particular dosages that will have a certain effect. You have to take it daily. You have to have it in your system for weeks at a time before you really see any type of impact. But the ones that work right now, that's what we have because it's a high concentration of bark and leaf extract that has went through a much different process than these average everyday herbs. So go online to MrEarthRose.com. Check out the Warhorse Superior Vitality products. Truly, truly one of a kind. You won't see this anywhere else. Yeah, man. Thank God that there's someone who gives a damn about your vitality because men's health, by American standards, is a damn joke.